Do you want to lose weight and find peace with food? And you feel like you know what to do, but for some reason, you're just not doing it. You want to follow through. You want to stay on your plan. You want to become the kind of person who lives this healthy lifestyle consistently. But instead, maybe you feel like you're constantly starting over. Well, today we are shining a light on the habits that are already running your life. Because whether you realize it or not, your habits are shaping your future and who you are becoming every single day. This is episode number 236 of the Healthy Real Food podcast about doing a habit inventory and how small changes change everything. This is the Healthy Real Food podcast. I'm your coach, Erin Hart, a registered nurse and health coach who understands the struggle of feeling out of control around food and has walked the path of transformation. If you are a woman who feels powerless against your cravings and is ready to live your life with more energy, mental clarity, and purpose, there is hope. Here we believe that with God, a mindset of unstoppability, and consistent execution of a winning strategy, anything is possible for you. So if you're ready to find freedom from food addiction, take control of your health, and pursue your dreams with renewed energy, support, and accountability, let's go. Hello, welcome. How are you doing today? I am so glad that you're listening to this podcast today. Spring is finally in the air. It's so nice here in Utah when I'm recording this. We'll see how it is in a couple weeks. It's probably like 2 feet of snow again. But yeah, Utah can just never decide. It's hot, it's cold. But can you guys believe it's March? Holy cow, like this year is flying by. And if you have the goal of a healthy lifestyle transformation, remember the time is going to pass no matter what you do. So ask yourself, where do you want to be in April, in May, or next year? You can do this. This week's topic was requested by Kathy. I love taking podcast requests. So if you are struggling with something or excited about something, let me know. Send me a message. I would love to cover the topic. Today, we're going to be discussing a habit inventory, how to do a habit inventory. And if you are a woman over 40 who wants to lose weight for the last time, find peace with food, and create a lifestyle that actually feels sustainable, this episode is for you because real transformation doesn't come from one big dramatic change. It comes from small behaviors repeated consistently over time. And whether those behaviors are helping you or hurting you, they are compounding. So, today, I want to help you to slow down, to take a look at your current habits and ask a powerful question. Are the things I'm doing every day helping me to become the person that I want to be? Or are they creating a future that I don't want? There is a quote I love from Gretchen Rubin that says, "When we change our habits, we change our lives." And it's so simply said, but it is powerful. The life that you want is built by the habits you repeat. If you've ever read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, and you guys know I quote this book all the time. That book was such an important part of my transformation of losing over 100 pounds and maintaining that weight loss for over 5 years. That book was so influential in my journey. And in the book Atomic Habits, it says that habits are the compound interest of self improvement. Or, in other words, small actions may not look dramatic today, but over time, they will create remarkable results. This is exactly how sustainable weight loss works. You don't lose 100 pounds by making one giant heroic decision. You lose 100 pounds by making small decisions every day that support your health. So I want you to look at Jean. Jean is one of my amazing clients who started this program and she's down over 80 pounds now. She has joined my program after her doctor told her that she would probably be in a wheelchair within 5 years. But now she is walking every day and going to the gym and lifting weights, and she's so strong after a lifetime of dieting frustration that we all relate with. She says that the best part is not the weight loss, it's the peace that she feels. But a big transformation like Jean doesn't happen in a day. It's a result of boring execution of your plan. Small changes over time will create that dramatic result. So you have to be so patient, planning your food, eating your meal plan, choosing real food, drinking water, going to bed on time, course correcting when you slip, small things. But over time, those small things compound, and by small and simple things are great things brought to pass. That principle applies spiritually, and it also applies to your health journey as well. So, a lot of people think that they just need more motivation or more willpower, but willpower is not reliable. You can feel motivated in the morning and then exhausted and negotiating with yourself by the end of the day, right? And it doesn't mean that you're weak, it just means that you're human. Willpower is a limited resource that we have in our brain, and it's depleted after 15 minutes of an intense load. So you can't rely on willpower to achieve sustainable weight loss results. Your brain uses energy to make decisions, to regulate your emotions and resist temptation. And when that energy runs low, your brain wants the easiest option, and that is why habits are so powerful and important on your health journey. A habit is simply a behavior that's been repeated enough times that it becomes automatic and it doesn't require you to think to do it anymore. When something becomes habitual, you stop needing willpower to execute it. You don't need a motivation to brush your teeth. For example, you don't need motivation to put on your seatbelt. You don't need motivation to drive the same route to work. Like those behaviors are just automatic. And when healthy behaviors become automatic, losing weight becomes a lot easier and more effortless. So, did you know that losing all of your excess weight, whether it's 20, 50, or 150 pounds, did you know that it can feel easy? And it's true. I am a testament of the power of the success framework. It's all about mastering your mindset and consistent execution of a winning strategy with habits, routines, and support from the ideal support system. This process is what helped me to go from 284 pounds pre diabetic and powerless to my cravings to energetic, healthy, and confident in less than a year. And you can do it too. Of course, it doesn't always feel easy, but when healthy habits become automated, like brushing your teeth, achieving your goal body goes from feeling impossible to inevitable. And it's an incredible thing to experience. I love seeing that shift in my clients. One of the most powerful ideas in the book Atomic Habits is that lasting behavior change is tied to identity, not just what you want to achieve, but who you want to become. So, for example, instead of saying, I want to lose 50 pounds, the deeper identity shift that can lead to permanent lifestyle change and transformation is to believe that I am a woman who lives a healthy, real food lifestyle. Every action that you take becomes a vote for the type of person that you want to become. If you plan your meals, that is a vote for your future self. If you follow through with your plan, that is a vote for your future self. If you course correct after a mistake, that is a vote for your future self. Your identity is built through your habits, and we create a new identity by watching our own behavior, which is why doing a habit inventory is so important. So, what is a habit inventory? A habit inventory simply means taking an honest look at the behaviors you repeat every day. Not what you wish you were doing, not what you think you should be doing, but what you are actually doing. Because before you can change a habit, you have to become aware of it. Awareness is the beginning of transformation. So, here is the exercise that I want you to do. Take out a notebook or open the Notes app on your phone and create 3 sections. So, section one, habits that I currently have. So, write down the things that you currently are doing habitually, everything: morning habits, evening habits, food habits, stress habits, thought habits, phone habits, sleep habits. So, start at the beginning of your day and go until the end of your day. Examples might be brushing your teeth, scrolling your phone in bed, snacking while you're making dinner, planning your meals at night, staying up too late, watching shows, drinking water in the morning, watching TV to unwind, or taking a walk after lunch. So just write all of your habits down, no judgment, just awareness. Section two of the exercise is to write down the habits that are serving you. So let's identify the habits that are supporting your health and your goals. So maybe you're already drinking water in the morning, or exercising, or going grocery shopping every week. Maybe you're walking on most days, planning your meals, or praying. Let's just celebrate all of these healthy habits. They are part of your success. And then section three are the habits that are not serving you. So write down and identify the habits that may be pulling you away from the life that you want, from the person that you want to become. Maybe it's staying up too late, snacking at night, emotional eating, eating while distracted. Maybe you're skipping planning, isolating instead of asking for support. So you can kind of look at the habits of your week and month too, like what patterns are you recognizing here? And again, this isn't about shame. This is about awareness. Ask yourself, is this habit helping me to become the woman, the person that I want to be? And what are the consequences of continuing it? So that's the habit inventory. It's a really simple exercise that can bring so much awareness and leverage into your health journey. So after you do your habit inventory, though, I want you to ask yourself another powerful question. Who do I want to become? And what habits does that future version of me have? So step into that future version of yourself for a minute. The woman who has lost the weight and kept it off, the woman who has peace with food, who feels calm and confident in her lifestyle. What does she do consistently? She probably plans ahead. She probably eats real food and doesn't make in the moment decisions. She probably goes to bed earlier and exercises. She probably reaches out for support when she's struggling and is consistent. And she's probably not perfect either. And I think that that's important to remember. Like, we're not striving for perfection, we're striving for unstoppability. And your goal is not to change everything overnight. Your goal is to start aligning your habits with that future version of yourself. So, what does she do when she slips up or makes a mistake? Does she let it escalate, or does she course correct quickly and connect? So think about that future version of yourself, who you want to become. And this is where a lot of people get overwhelmed. Like, they look at their life now and think, oh, like, I got a long way to go before I can achieve that vision that I have. But trying to change everything at once often leads to changing nothing. So we have to overcome that thinking error, that all or nothing thinking. And instead, my challenge for you this week is to choose just one habit, just one. Ask yourself, what is one habit that would make the biggest difference in supporting my healthy real food lifestyle right now? Maybe it's planning your food the night before, eating what you wrote down, or going to bed earlier, making sure you're getting 7 hours of sleep at least, checking in with your accountability buddy every day, drinking water first thing in the morning, prepping vegetables for the week. So, whatever it is, start there. One habit, one focus. Consistency is what creates transformation. And soon after time, that habit will start to feel easy and you won't have to think about it anymore, like brushing your teeth, putting on your seatbelt, right? And when you notice that the execution of that habit becomes mindless and easy, then we want to choose another habit to bring in, continue with that one and choose another one. So once you choose a habit, ask yourself these four questions. So James Clear teaches that these are the four laws of behavior change. Number one, how can I make this obvious? How can I make it attractive and easy and satisfying? So, for example, if your habit is planning your food at night, maybe making it obvious means setting a reminder on your phone or an alarm that beeps to help you to do that. Maybe making it attractive by pairing it with a relaxing cup of tea or making it easy by just keeping it simple, making it satisfying by checking it off and celebrating that you followed through, telling your buddy, celebrating. So small adjustments make habits easier to repeat. If your goal is to stop doing a bad habit, or I don't hate to say the word good and bad, but if your goal is to stop doing a habit that you're not wanting to continue, then what we need to do is to create friction. We want to make it harder to execute that habit. If there's a habit that's not serving you, like nighttime eating, if that's a struggle, maybe brushing your teeth after dinner can help, or staying out of the kitchen, replacing the behavior with something like tea or journaling or going on a short walk or a bubble bath. You don't just remove the habit, you have to replace it. So before trying to optimize everything in your life and being perfect at every habit, we just first focus on the basics, the foundation. And in your health journey, the foundational habits matter the most. In our program, we call these 5 habits winning the day. And you never lose the day. You either win or you learn. But by executing these habits, you are guaranteeing your success in this lifestyle. So the first one is just eating real food, the way that God makes it. Number two is weighing or measuring your food without snacking in between. Number three, writing down your food. Number four, eating what you wrote down the next day. And then number five, connecting with someone each day with your accountability buddy. And these habits are the foundation of success. So if you don't know where to start, that's where I recommend you start. Getting enough sleep and hydration, those are also super important. So you don't have to change everything at once, but choose one or two or three things to focus on if you can. And then once that becomes easy and automatic, just keep adding one more habit in at a time. Master the basics first and then build from there. Small habits create a big change. Small hinges swing big doors. Your habits shape your days shape your years, and your years shape your life. And if you want to predict where you are heading, look at the repeated behaviors in in your life right now. The good news is that small changes can shift your trajectory. You don't have to be who you've been. You can create the life that you want and become the person that you want to become. You don't need a dramatic overhaul. You need awareness, you need consistency, and an abundance of patience because it's not going to happen overnight. But remember, what's the rush? Like maybe it will take 6 months, maybe it will take 3 years. But in 5 years, looking back, you'll be where you want to be. You can do this. And you don't have to do this on your own. With God, all things are possible. I believe in a God of miracles. And if you have faith in a higher power, tap into that. If you feel hopeless and powerless to change right now, my message to you today is that there is hope. You are stronger than you know. So, what if you just chose to believe in yourself? Get clear on why this is important to you because a third of the time you're going to feel motivated to execute your habits. A third of the time, your habits are going to feel boring and repetitive. And then a third of the time, you're not going to feel like doing them at all and you're going to want to quit. So, how do you get yourself to take action when you don't feel like it? You create systems and routines, habits, and join a culture where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. Accountability is your insurance policy. Scheduled check ins make all the difference, and your likelihood of success will dramatically increase if you have an accountability buddy checking in with you each week and a group to check in with each week. So that's why I created my coaching program. Having gone through this transformation process, I created that ideal support system that I wish that I had. And that's because I've been where you are and I wanted to make the process faster, easier, and more fun for you. And this truly is that ideal support system for permanent lifestyle transformation. So, today we talked about the power of habits, how to do a habit inventory. Remember, first, list all of the habits that you currently have. Second, identify the habits that are serving you, that are helping you. Third, identify the habits that are not serving you. And then ask yourself what habits the future version of you would practice consistently and choose one of those habits to focus on today and this week and make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Focus on consistency and progress rather than perfection. You might not be perfect at it all the time, but you're probably going to be a lot more consistent than you have been in the past. So just give yourself some credit, celebrate small wins, and keep focusing on progress over perfection. Because the small habits that you repeat every day are shaping your future. So, my friend, if you're feeling discouraged on your health journey, I want you to remember something. The past doesn't equal the future. And just because you've struggled before, it doesn't mean that you can't become the person that you want to be. It just means you haven't done it yet. So, start with awareness, start with one habit, and over time, those small, consistent actions will build momentum. And that is what you need to build the life that you want. So, thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode was helpful for you, come and get some more free help from me and sign up for a private one-on-one strategy session. I would love to meet with you on Zoom. These 1 hour calls are transformational and you'll get immediate help and clarity. And if you'd like to learn more about how I can support you beyond the call, I'd be happy to tell you about my coaching program if it's a good fit. So, yes, be sure to sign up for the free strategy session that I have available this month. So, be sure to get your spot on my schedule. It fills up pretty quick. And tell your friends I love to do these free calls. You're going to get a ton out of it. So, be sure to sign up and tell your friends and tell them about the podcast too. And if you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and follow my podcast. You can leave a review, and that helps me so much to share this message of hope with more people who need it. So thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Thanks for listening today. If you enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love my coaching program. If you're struggling and want to lose weight for the last time, I can help you. Just imagine living in your goal body and having peace with food. Your success is guaranteed. To learn more about how to get support, guidance, and accountability so you can find peace with food, achieve your goal body this year, and have more energy, visit www.healthyrealfood.com. While you're there, click the link to my schedule for a free one-to-one coaching call so we can get you started on your success path. You have the power to create the life that you want. This is the year of you. I'm cheering you on. Now go win the day. You got this.